Hey, what is up, guys? It is me, Flavio. You're back with another Godfather video. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you how you can increase your attack efficiency, which basically means how you can do more damage and take less damage both at the same time in your attacks. Now, before I begin this video, I'd like to say that this strategy is only going to work against opponents that have only one kind of troops, that is basically neutral gangs, or if you play the Tournament of War, then you have a lot of opponents which just use one kind of troops. For example, opponents that only use bombers, or only use assassins, or opponents that only use gunners. So without further ado, let's just begin. So the first thing that you need to know to increase your troop attack efficiency is these basic troop interactions. So whenever you train your troops, you get this message that says when an assassin goes up against a bomber, they can receive a damage infliction bonus of 50% and damage reduction bonus of 25%, which basically means that assassins have an advantage over bombers. In the same way, bombers have an advantage over gunners, and gunners have an advantage over assassins. So next time, whenever you're attacking a troop, make sure that you check which troops your opponent has and choose the counter troop to that troop. So for example, if your opponent has a bomber, then you need to use assassins. So now let's take an example. Let's say my opponent has an all-gunner troop. So now against this all-gunner troop, I'm going to use all of my bombers. So here you go, I'm going to place all these bombers that I have. And there you go. These are all the bombers that I have, and this is the army that I'm going to be using to defeat my opponent. Now, what's going to happen is I am going to definitely defeat my opponent because I have all counter troops, but the problem here is that I'm going to take a lot of damage as well. So now I need to find a way to reduce the damage that I take from this attack. And one way that you can do it, the most effective way, in my opinion, that you can do it is by just reducing your weakest troop by one. So here, instead of 56 bombers, I'm going to reduce that to 55. And then I'm going to add another troop, which I call the bait troop. And I'm just going to add, so the bait troop can be anything other than a bomber. So it can be a thug, an assassin, or it can be a gunner. Anything other than the counter troop. So now if I go to battle with this, what's going to happen is the gunner first is going to attack the bait troop, which is the assassin, because the gunner knows that it is stronger than the assassin, and so it has an advantage over the assassin, so it's going to attack the assassin first. And that means you're going to get a free first round. Basically, all your troops are going to do full damage to the gunner, and the gunner is not going to do any damage, almost, to your troops, because it's only going to attack the assassin. Now, from the second round, though, the bomber will start attacking your troops. So again, if you have only tier 2 and tier 3 troops, if you don't have tier 1 troops, you can add even more bait troops. So for example, I can add another bait troop here, I can add another gunner here, and now I can get 2 free rounds of damage with these tier 2 and tier 3 troops. So with this strategy, let's just see the strategy in action. I have a replay here with me, and I'm going to show you that just in a second. So here we go. We are up against 295 bombers, and I'm using knifers because assassins, because assassins are good against bombers. And now the bomber is actually going to hit the bomber first because it knows that it is weak against assassins, so it should not attack the assassins first, and that's why it's going to attack the bomber. And now the bomber actually missed the first round, and now it got hit in the second round, so I got 2 free rounds, and the bomber ended up taking a lot of damage. My opponent's bomber ended up taking a lot of damage, and now he's just gonna die because he just took so much damage in the first 2 rounds. And there you go. I ended up losing only 24 troops, while my opponent ended up losing 295 troops with the strategy. So if I wouldn't have used that one extra bomber, I wouldn't get 2 more extra rounds. I would have, my assassins would have taken 2 more extra rounds of damage from the bomber, and that would have made me lose a lot more troops. So yeah, those were all the tips that I had in this video. Hope you guys got to learn something from it, and see you guys in the next video. Also, make sure that you stay subscribed because I'm going to be doing more of these Godfather videos in the future. So thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.